When Amanda Cohen was a young girl living in Canada, she dreamed of one day living in New York City. Dreams do come true, sometimes even bigger than you had imagined. A self-confessed nerd who read the cooking magazines her mom had lying around, she didn't always plan on a career in the kitchen, but she went to culinary school, and we are glad she did. It was the 2008 launch of her vegetable-focused restaurant, Dirt Candy, here in New York, that set her apart from other chefs and other restaurants. It was open for 6 years, and it was the first vegetarian restaurant in 17 years to receive 2 stars from the New York Times. It was recognized by the Michelin Guide 5 years in a row and won awards from Gourmet magazine.
In February, New York's vegetable queen moved Dirt Candy to a much larger location on Manhattan's Lower East Side. She calls it Big Candy, and it still reflects her love of vegetables and her sense of humor. Chef Amanda Cohen, welcome to the dish.
Thank you so much for having me.
I think this is the first time we've had a vegetarian brunch here on the dish. Tell us what you brought.
Okay, so to start over there, we have our mimosas. Very important. We have a yellow pepper, a beet, and a cucumber.
We didn't just get one mimosa, we got 3, and
Yes.
this is really, these are stunning.
Oh, that beet is really good.
Delicious,
What else do we
right?
have?
So then we have our carrot granola with a carrot marmalade and candied carrots. We have our layered omelet that is stuffed with cilantro
great.
and basil and some super crispy potatoes on the side. In the middle, we have the Brussels sprout tacos. So they are sizzling Brussels sprouts served with a lettuce wrap and all different kinds of accompaniments. A tomato tart that has a smoked feta, tomato leather, which is like a fruit roll-up, but we make a tomato roll-up, and tomato cake. Portobello mousse with dehydrated Asian pears and grilled portobello mushrooms, and our pastry party basket. And that we have our fennel sticky buns, chocolate and onion croissants, and a beet coffee cake.
So often we have chefs who come on the dish who tell us at a very early age, I knew this is what I want to do, but it seems like you only kind of knew in your 20s.
Yeah, I had actually been traveling a lot, and I love to travel, and I was like, I need to find a way to pay for this travel. And I decided, well, maybe through cooking, I can get some jobs and that'll work. I went to cooking school and fell in love with cooking, actually, and never traveled again.
When you opened Dirt Candy in New York, I mean, your original restaurant had how many seats in it?
18 seats. It was about 350 square feet in total. It was like the size of this table.
So why did you go so small?
I wasn't sure I was going to be successful.
Right.
So I needed to have a small enough space that if I failed, it was okay.
Were you nervous because you didn't think that people would embrace vegetarian cuisine, or where did the nerves stem from?
I wasn't sure they were going to embrace vegetables. We really focused on vegetables, and we opened at a time when pork and bacon was all the rage.
Right.
Yes.
So
Why was that? Did you feel like as a vegetarian you had limited options, or what was the impetus for it?
I found that there was no, it's weird. There's all these like fish restaurants and steak restaurants and chicken restaurants. And then you have all these glorious vegetables, and nobody was dedicating a restaurant to it. So it seemed like there was a prime opportunity.
Was there a moment when you suddenly thought, okay, this is going to work?
When we stopped losing money, about a year into it.
A lot of people describe your restaurant as a place that even if you're not a vegetarian, you will leave and you will never miss the meat.
Yeah, that's what we try. The first thing we try to do is make food really fun. And it doesn't matter what you're eating, as long as it's fun and you're having a really good experience, what's on the plate isn't as important. And then what we try to do is sort of change people's notions about what vegetables are. It's not what you had when you were a kid and your mom sort of maybe boiled them too much or they were bland. Here we're like, look at everything you can do with them.
One of the other things I found really interesting is you're a leader in the no tipping movement.
We love you. Everyone loves you.
Yeah. I mean, is that going to take off, do you think?
I think it's definitely going to take off. It has to. Minimum wage is going up. We have to start paying our workers a living salary. Until I did this, I wasn't finding people to work for me because I couldn't pay them enough. $8, $10 isn't enough in New York City.
Right.
Through the no tipping, I'm able to pay everybody $15 an hour, $25 an hour, and it's great.
What have you heard from other chefs in New York and across the nation?
That they're terrified. They're really excited that I did it first and that they know they're going to have to start doing it.
What are they terrified of?
That they won't be able to find servers and that customers will be upset about it. But the truth is we found our customers really, really supportive. And what we say to them is, if you don't like your service, complain. Don't take it out on a tip. That's, somebody's wage.
Right.
I have to tell you, South Indian fare has so many vegetables. So I was so excited for this meal, and it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, they're so good.
I want to get your signature on this dish,
Okay.
and as we hand this over to you, can we ask you if you could have this meal with any person, past or present, who would that person be?
Well, probably not present or past, because I think that'd be creepy. They'd be dead. Awkward conversation. But I think I'd really like to have it with like 14-year-old Amanda, who, was worried about everything. You'd be like, didn't turn out so bad.
That's our first.
That is
Who
a
picks
first. I love
themselves.
that
I
idea.
like it. Chef Amanda Cohen, thank you so much. And for more on Amanda, please head to the dish at our website, cbsthismorning.com.